Welcome, and congratulations on making it to the next step. Your time starts now.
I took a more high fashion men's approach.
I was really stuck on trying to make it fashion forward.
And then I found out the internet wire, all this like pop color came out.
You could even personalize it, and I put my initial and slide it on in.
I wanted to design a shoe that I would wear.
You really think you're going to work out in this? I thought too many played it safe. It's a risky thing to take a chance. Simple is sometimes better, but you have to also create a style.
The competition is really what's intense here. It's very competitive, and on a day-to-day basis, you have to handle stress and actually still be creative. So I think there's huge parallels here for these kids between what they'll do on a daily basis in the industry and what they're doing right now.
Tom's represents a new way of looking at this industry. What we've proven is you have to think outside the box to really break out in this industry.
I was like still making my shoe yesterday.
Do you have your scraps with you? No. Why? No, oh my God, you people should be ready. Why? Why you do this to me?
The first one was a little rough. I had a shoe first that I completed and I scrapped it and started all over again. I scrapped it all. I didn't like it.
Are you for real?
I am dead serious.
You were done with it.
It'll definitely stand out in the judge's mind. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know yet.
All right, so let's start with Matthew.
I thought he was extremely creative on how he used the soda top for the eyelets.
It's taking materials that have already been used once and finding a new life for them. And I think that's actually where the creativity came into the challenge.
It's extremely commercial. It's not exactly special.
That is a very clean-looking shoe that I think guys could wear.
I think that the fact that it's a men's rocker bottom shoe is probably his biggest achievement.
I definitely could see even myself wearing that.
It's a little boring.
For me, I came in hoping to see great creativity. How can they take non-traditional materials and make it a product that actually could be commercialized?
Okay, so Kina.
The shoe's really not aesthetically pleasing to me. It has to be form and function to be a good design, and I think that's something that the new designers, it's very difficult for them to grasp.
I actually thought the colors were all right. It's kind of amateurish, the way she pulled it together. She didn't seem that into it, to be honest with you. The contestants are too interested in just doing fashion shoes that when they're asked to do something that takes them out of the fashion box per se, they seem to have an attitude about the challenge.
Yeah, she didn't seem that she had confidence in it at all.
I think that for the first go around in athletic footwear that I did pretty good. So, I mean, I think that shows that I can take something that I've never done before and, create something that looks like I've done it all my life.
All right, let's move on to Hyojin. There's a lot going on there.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of a cool art piece. I'd have this on a pedestal, not in the closet.
I totally love my shoes. I totally love it. It's fun, and then it's interesting, and then it's like totally cool. I really like it.
Again, I don't think they took enough time to think about the wearability of the shoe, who would wear the shoe.
I didn't really understand the purpose of this whole wiring system. Combined with this, I totally didn't get it at all. So I think she had a few good ideas, but I wasn't clear how they all were supposed to work together.
I'm a big believer in thinking outside the box and kind of challenging conventional wisdom. At the same time, now running Tom's shoes, I have to think about what is commercial.
Rachel.
It's not as commercial in that it's maybe not as easy to wear. The concept is good. She spent a lot of time on her research.
Yeah.
I went to about 4 different stores, and one store I even tried on different things, and I even ran on a treadmill with it.
I mean, that's the type of employee I'm looking for, who doesn't just assume, but actually goes out there and does the research.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that you could change the look with the different sliders.
I'm not a huge fan of any kind of convertible or drop-in piece kind of thing, but I have to say her thought process and her research, I was impressed with. I liked her materials better than the overall design. It's a little clunky looking.
I think everybody was really wrapped up in the materials today and wasn't really working through what the design should be.
I thought it was actually a fun challenge. It's not anything I've done before, really.
Shannon.
If the challenge is to design a rocker so you can be toning your body while you're not wearing something that looks like a trainer, then she accomplished that.
It is wacky, and it's very blingy, and it is kind of out there.
There's nothing I regret with this challenge. I really believe in what I designed. It's fashionable, it's cute, it's
girly.
A little too much going on for my taste, and then even more going on once you unzip it. Commercially, that's probably the biggest risk.
I could see this in a store in the juniors category.
Shannon was also very creative in her approach to the project. Whether you liked the boot or you didn't like the boot, it was very creative.
Are we ready to make a decision?
I think so.
All right, let's do it.
I think everyone did a good job. Hopefully I did okay.
Welcome. You're one step closer toward the grand prize of FN Shoe Star, a design job with Brown Shoe.
Welcome back. So we thought it would be interesting to have a little feedback from our judges. Matthew.
It's very commercial. The one comment I would have there is maybe it was too commercial, that you could have added a little more stylistically to it.
I do think it's a little boring, but to sell a rocker bottom to a man is a challenge, and that shoe probably comes as close as any to getting to that market.
A guy could be wearing this shoe on the streets of New York tomorrow.
Thanks, Matthew. Rachel?
You put a lot of research into it and a lot of thought into it. I think that's important for a designer because the customer is the most important person out there.
I love the feature that you could customize it. I think especially if you're going after more of a younger market too, allowing them to have their own personality.
The features and the materials are probably stronger than the actual look of the shoe. Thank you.
Hyojin, this one, I don't know, I think you had a lot of trouble with this project. I love the inspiration around the laces. It just doesn't connect that well with the big black body. Maybe stitching pops or some color pop in there might have helped connect it.
The only thing I liked was the colored wire, and the rest of it I just didn't understand.
Thank you.
Shannon?
I really thought, for the young girl who wants to bling, wants to stand out, this is fantastic.
You could come in and wear this to work, or you could wear this on the train, and it doesn't look like a fitness walker. I appreciate that. I think beautiful shoes are important. It's really a part of the philosophy that we have at Naya.
You're becoming the queen of the convertible shoe, apparently. I'm not 100% convinced that's going to sell to a junior market.
Thank you.
Kina.
As you said, you hadn't done you hadn't done a lot of athletic before. A little research into that, a little more would have helped, I think.
Kina, I don't think your heart was in this. I thought the materials were nice. I thought the color choices were nice. The combination was a little boring and a little safe for me. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. I have two envelopes. I have the winner of the challenge, and I have the person who will be going home. The person who's taken their best step is...
I feel so bad because I screwed up presentation, like totally screwed it up.
It's a lot to present in 3 minutes, like trying to get all your ideas out there.
I just kind of ran out of time at the end.
Matthew. Congratulations, Matthew.
Thank you.
Nice job.
It was commercial and aesthetically pleasing, as well as using very creative ways with materials. I think that's why Matthew won.
And now, unfortunately, I have to reveal the name of the person who's going to go home. And the person taking the last step today is...
I think I'm safe this round, at least.
Hopefully I answered kind of to what they're looking for.
Hyojin. Hyojin, we appreciate your work. You worked very hard. Unfortunately, we need to send you home.
I'm so strong at designing shoes, so I want to show it to the world.
I think the strongest competition is Hyojin. Her shoe's absolutely amazing. She's definitely a very strong competitor.
She's an amazing sketch artist.
There is a lot here. Hyojin is an incredible sketch artist. She has a lot of talent.
Everyone was extremely impressed by her shoe. We were just like, oh my gosh, we shouldn't even enter now.
She comes off in the beginning very, mild and soft, and then after you get her going, she'll jump off that edge and fly.
Hyojin. She clearly knows where she's going and she's passionate about it.
There's nothing I'm afraid of.
My style is like totally different. Mine is like too like artistic, not like commercial. That is the reason why I was eliminated. But I love my design.
Welcome to the Bridal Challenge. Today, you will meet Elizabeth.
This is not about me. This is about Elizabeth.
How well do you know our bride? Let's play Pop the Questions to find out.
And who better to judge you on bridal footwear than Vera Wang?
The master of bridal design, Vera Wang.
This episode was sponsored by Naya, a brown shoe brand.